Hayley Spence. All under 17 years of age. Great sport to get involved in the junior sedans. The lights have gone out, so we're going racing. Josh Rigby will lead them to the white line, and the green one is shown, and Josh Rigby has got Billy McDonald right on his hammer as they head towards Pagels for the first time. It's Josh Rigby. Billy McDonald, we got a yellow light. So Stewart not happy with the start. I'll line them up again. Side of him, then Hannah Christensen and Hayley Spence. That's the field. All important feature race for junior sedans here tonight at Corbett's Group Mother Mountain Speedway. About to be underway up the Zinc straight away, green one flowing, and we're away. Josh Rigby around Pagels corner for the first time, gets a little nudge from Billy McDonald, but that didn't work for Billy because down the inside of him comes Aidan Rigby. Billy McDonald's going to try and go around the outside. Didn't work. Gets back on the line now and back in position number 3 as AJ McDonald working his way down the inside of Braden Stephens as they go under the tower for the first time. Down the back chute, Josh Rigby is the race leader over Aidan Rigby. Back then to Billy McDonald. Tucked in there behind him is Braden Stephens, but working his way down the inside is AJ McDonald, and AJ gets himself up one more position. Back behind would be Hannah Christensen and then William Pagel. But right now, our race leader, Josh Rigby, a little bit of a gap. Back then to Aidan Rigby as they go round the hairpin corner. Billy McDonald in hot pursuit, gets it a little wide off the line. Back behind him, young AJ in full flight, and then Braden Stephens, Hannah Christensen in there too, William Pagel, and coming up on the 21 car over Hayley Spence. The car a little bit slow out of the hairpin that time around. Our race leader, Josh Rigby, to the better of Aidan Rigby. Then a long way back we go to Billy McDonald, who's got his hands full with little brother AJ. AJ right on his hammer as they go around Pagel's corner. Braden Stephens be the next one, so we'll stick there with position number 3 and have a look at that. Car number 17, AJ McDonald, goes straight through into position number 3. Billy McDonald back to position 4. Braden Stephens would be the next one as they go round Pagel's corner. Back then to Hannah Christensen in there with William Pagel. Hairpin corner as AJ gets it all wrong. The car almost coming to a halt, allowing Billy McDonald to slip through into position number 3. Our race leader, Josh Rigby, around the hairpin he goes and heads up the Zinc straight away. Has got a comfortable lead. We got a yellow one because we got a problem in the top corner. Hopefully everything A-OK with everyone. Looks like Braden Stephens is still going. Yes, Braden's away. Hayley Spence. Nose to tail, one behind the other to the outside of the witch's hat is where we go for the restart of the junior feature with Josh Rigby away, Aidan Rigby, Billy McDonald not too far away. AJ McDonald would be the next one, and getting high on the racetrack straight away is Braden Stephens, and that allows Hannah Christensen to move up underneath him as they go careering down the back chute and into the hairpin for the first time after the restart. And Billy McDonald down low on the racetrack has pulled up level with Aidan Rigby. They go side by side under the control tower, and it's Billy McDonald who's got his way through into position number 2. Aidan's gone back to 3. Back then to AJ McDonald, and Aidan Rigby's going to do the crossover into the hairpin corner. Thank you very much, he says, and leaves Billy McDonald left stranded out wide on the racetrack as AJ McDonald arrives on the scene. They're all chasing Josh Rigby. who goes around Pagel's corner and down the back chute with a fairly comfortable lead back to Aidan Rigby. Billy McDonald in front of AJ McDonald, and then back to Braden Stephens. That's the way they go round the hairpin corner and head up the Zinc straight away. Coming up again on Hayley Spence is our race leader. Josh Rigby moves down low on the racetrack. Then he decides, I better go round the outside. As Hayley gets the lapping flag, all she has to do is just keep it in a straight, steady line. Aidan Rigby is all by himself there in position number 2, and then back to Billy McDonald, who's probably all by himself also in position 3. A little bit of a bump there around the top corner, back to AJ McDonald in front of Hannah Christensen. Braden Stephens would be the next one, and a little push and shove coming out of the hairpin corner finds Hannah Christensen getting her way up one more placing. We go back to our race leader, and that's Josh Rigby. Around the hairpin, Aidan Rigby and Billy McDonald, and we've got a problem in the top corner. As Braden Stephens is the one on the infield, and also I think it's AJ McDonald, just about ready to go outside the Witch's Hat. Well, it will be, because the Witch's Hat's still sitting on the infield. Okay, Josh Rigby, Aidan Rigby, Billy McDonald, go. We're racing back then to Braden Stephens, who goes high on the racetrack straight away. William Pagel would be the next one. Hannah Christensen and Hayley Spence. Down the back chute and into the hairpin corner once again for Josh Rigby. To the better of Aidan Rigby. Back then to Billy McDonald. One in trouble and on to the infield with some problems with car 8 is Braden Stephens. Hard luck for him. He was doing a great job back there. In the race lead, in the hairpin corner, is our race leader, Josh Rigby. Can't be too many more laps left in this one. To the better of Aidan Rigby, back then to Billy McDonald, William Pagel, Hannah Christensen and Hayley Spence. That's the way they go down the back chute once again, and it's still Josh Rigby. Aidan Rigby, Billy McDonald, William Pagel, Hannah Christensen and Hayley Spence still out there in the 21 car. Our race leader coming up on her again as he arrives at the hairpin corner. It is Josh Rigby, Aidan Rigby, Billy McDonald, William Pagel and Hannah Christensen, and the elite cars getting into trouble. Hayley Spence, who was just trying to hold the line. On the inside was Aidan Rigby, who's trying desperately to run down the distance between himself and Josh Rigby as they go under the tower once again. But Josh Rigby is the race leader. Aidan Rigby. Then we've got Billy McDonald back to William Pagel. Next one coming through would be Hannah Christensen and Hayley Spence. So got them spread out all around the racetrack. No doubt about our race leader as he's in the hairpin and heading up the Zinc straight away. It is Josh Rigby. Aidan Rigby, Billy McDonald, William Pagel, Hannah Christensen getting a little bit excited coming out of the hairpin, and Hayley Spence. White flag comes out, so he's only one to go. Josh Rigby, a lap from a win in the juniors, goes around Pagel's corner for the final time. Into the hairpin corner for Josh Rigby. Heads up the Zinc straight away for the final time. Takes the checkered flag. Aidan Rigby in for a good second. Billy McDonald a very good third. Next one home will be William Pagel. I think you'll find Hannah Christensen's won the New Stars. And Hayley Spence has completed the journey as well. All under 17, folks, put your hands together for them. Great effort. Josh Rigby takes out the actual win, takes out the Top Stars. And I think you'll find Hannah Christensen will win the New Star feature. Of honour. Had all the photos. Yes, that's right, folks. Put your hands together. Great work. Good young driver. And as is always the case, of course, Josh, I think I'll stand corrected. Third generation of races. So well done. We'll have a very quick word to him before we get on to the remainder of the feature races. We've still got some big ones.